Hmm, is it working? Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to more Plague Inc. Evolve Evolution 9 or version 0.10, depending on how you see it, where we are now going to go ahead and try out our very own custom scenario after we have just basically finished it, creating it last time in the previous episode. So yeah, it should be awesome. You just have to go to like single player, go to custom scenarios, then go to your local files, and here it is, the Ebola that we have just created last time. So yeah, it should be very interesting. I try to make it as accurate as possible. I tweaked it a little bit because I realized at the end, as you remember, that I missed a few things. Hopefully the Fraps recording is a little bit of higher quality now. I just forgot something last time and never mind. So, Ebola, a new highly lethal virus, has just recently created a widespread outbreak in West Africa. Although the virus has been previously discovered, this is the first time it caused an actual outbreak, producing panic, death, and destruction in 4 countries as of yet. And yeah, this is a description that I've created. Hope it's accurate enough. So we're going to go ahead and field test it. We do not have any genes, so that's a bit of a bummer, but yeah, basically you could use genes to this one. I'm going to try to go on brutal. And yeah, the AVD, and it's time to field test it. And because it's a field test, I gotta take my safety precautions. So like that, now we should be all safe and sound to start seeing this in action. So yeah, welcome to the Ebola scenario. You're a virus that recently caused the wildest outbreak in West Africa. Humanity is on high alert of your presence. AVD scenario briefing. You are playing as a highly lethal virus that kills 90% of its victims and has some really visible symptoms. Will you be able to defeat humanity against all odds? I don't know, but we shall see. But basically what I wanted to say is that I'm going to... First time I'm going to leave it to play on its own, sort of, to see if Ebola could actually create an outbreak in a real life scenario. And then I'm going to try and play it, actually play it and try to basically beat it. So we shall see how it goes. And I really need to take this off my mail because it's really... Alright, we go. Yeah, and I really need to take this off my mail because it's really hard to talk with it. And here we are. So yeah, as I said, I begin with 1% infected because I couldn't do it otherwise. Have all these awesome little things. Oops, looks like I forgot to put on costs for zoonotic shift. Yeah, basically what I wanted to say with it is that when it started, it is supposed that the patient 0 got it from an animal. And that's why I wasn't sure whether zoonotic shift should be in or shouldn't be in. But yeah, these are the symptoms. So rash, internal hemorrhaging, headache, fever, muscle pain. So, for example, headache and muscle pain are created by me, while the other are just basic symptoms from the game. And the abilities are just pretty much standard abilities with hit number 1 already evolved. And yeah, you can also try and de-evolve the symptoms, but the cost to de-evolve them will increase dramatically, as you can see, so it's not really a good strategy. But yeah, we shall see how it goes. Yeah, I know, but that's not the plan over here. The plan over here is just to check it out. Can Ebola destroy humanity? I guess I should have went on Mega Brutal. Yeah, new worryingly disease. Pretty much. Oh, first dead. That happened a long time ago, dude. We're going on full speed, and as I said, I'm not going to intervene, which probably won't really help us because the rich country will be pretty much safe and the cold ones. We already have started working on the cure. West Africa just got it outright without any trouble, and they close borders and stuff like that, but yeah, they have no way of escaping. Killing very fast. Yeah, well, actually, that is a problem with the Ebola virus. The fact that it's killing way faster than it's infecting. And that is why you just don't have to really be. Oh, it mutated paranoia. Yeah, it comes from fever, paranoia, and insomnia. You know, could be a possibility. I don't know if it messes up with your brain. It's all sorts of symptoms that it can break out. It's a virus, so it can mutate quite uncontrollably, actually. More and more countries start cure researches. This has been already placed on watch list. And yeah, pre-research priority medium. It will be done in 2018 at this point. And we already have like 100 million dead and 200, almost 300 million infected. Skin lesions. Oh, that's really nasty. Yeah, there it is. West Africa didn't have any chance to begin with, but what can you do? And yeah, it did spread despite some attempts to hold it. It did spread without any problem. But as you can see, in countries, in rich countries like the United States, the infectivity rate is just way too poor. Fear slowing down economy. You see, they just simply die off. And in Australia, I think, as well. But the Africa is pretty much the worst hit country, and potentially other countries from the Middle East could be hit quite badly from the Ebola, but apart from them, most of the world is safe. The cure is just progressing at a faster and faster rate. Global research completely focused on the cure. Research priority high, it will be done in just 1 year. And yeah, we can see that the infection rate is starting to drop because they are just dying too much. And pretty much everywhere that everyone has closed their borders. There's not much of a possibility of entering these northern countries. Greenland still hasn't shut them, which is quite an amazement. Bolivia is in anarchy. Yeah. All these countries just fall over and die. In Africa, that's too bad. India might also get very badly hit. Their high population density and relatively poor hygiene might make them susceptible, but you know, iCure device announced. How much it will cost? $900? Paralysis symptoms. Yeah, the symptoms, it's also important to get more symptoms because it kicks down the cure. And yeah, this is something that it doesn't work. Coma should have appeared here. I guess it has to get the total organ failure as well. I didn't get it that right there, so I'll have to just go and check out. Oh my god, really? Huh! Australia just executed everyone infected. Holy crap. I did not expect that. Wow. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the Ebola. It's still spreading and it's still killing despite the countries taking measures. The biggest problem with Ebola is not it's in its current state, but in its possible mutated state. If it mutates to have something like, oh, total organ failure, and now coma appears. But yeah, if it does appear like with some transmission, like air transmission or something like that, then it will just simply obliterate everything. And yeah, the cure is done. And there's just absolutely no way they can help it now. And it's finished. AVD to be eradicated. Even that is a sort of message that can be customized. So yeah, my biggest complaint is that there's no custom events. I would have wanted to implement some custom events like from things like the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge or the Zitmap, what was it called, the drug. But yeah, that's not a possibility. So it did something not too good. Now we're going to retry it, and we'll hopefully do it better this time. Still going to keep it on brutal. Mega brutal is just way too brutal for me. And yeah, I could find a better image for it. Now I'm actually going to play it, and we shall see if it works. Alright, back. Attempt number 12. Yeah, this thing that I've just created is just way too hard for me. And I just cannot get it right, you know? And it's really, really bugging me because of that. Simply that... what happens is that these island nations, they always manage to escape. That's the problem, you know? Everything else is all fine, but these island nations like Greenland and Philippines, they always manage to just get out of my grasp and just ruin my day. And I'm really tired of it, you know? But I just cannot do it. So it's not the freaking thing that it kills too fast that's the problem. It's not the cure that's the problem. It's simply that we cannot get it fast enough. And I'm trying like a different tactic. This is like the, I don't know, the fourth tactic. I'm trying to like get rid of symptoms just to like reduce severity and hopefully, and at the same time increase transmissions, so to maybe infect all the world before they notice. But it is really hard because it's a virus and it's costing to de-evolve points. So I'm making a small gamble over here and hopefully it will work. I don't know. Yeah, we did slow down infectivity wise quite dramatically actually. That's not really a big problem. Internal hemorrhaging, got it again. Cost even more now to get rid of it. I'm going to do it, I don't care. This might be a waste, but I don't know, I just want to finish this scenario of mine that I've created and I just cannot beat. I guess maybe if I had the events I could add some really sweet events that could have turned the tables, but at this point I just cannot do that. No, I do not want fever. 14 points to evolve, jeez. Never going to evolve anything else at this point. Let's get water transmission. Maybe I'm going to get coal number 2. Greenland always escapes my grasp, and you know, it's not really a problem that I'm killing too fast, and really, it's when once I get into a country, I just ravage it, but it's always the problem until I get in that country. That's the issue. And hopefully this more stealthy approach will work. I got cold resistance, I got let's get livestock for those rural countries. Paranoia is not really good, it's attracting attention, but 7 points to de-evolve is really not sexy. Alright, I would rather get rid of fever. And yeah, they already started a cure, but seriously, that's not the issue. The issue is these island nations that I just cannot get them fast enough. And as you see, it's just an explosion of infectivity everywhere, but yeah. There you go, fever again, just as I de-evolve it, and now it will cost 16 to de-evolve again, but hey, I'm going to do it. I don't care. Till I get to these island nations, going to keep the evolving symptoms, as costly as that might be. Fall Mites number 2. As I said, I tried tweaking it a little bit. I don't know if I explained it before or it's the first time. Because every time I fail I just have to replay it and I have to re-explain all that things that I've done. But basically I just tried to tweak in the scenario editor and added a few. I added like the Fomites transmission, which is basically through touch. Also added sweating and some other stuff like that, but it's just really hard. Skin lesions, that's good, that's a bit more infectious at the price of some visibility. Alright, we got the water number 2, let's get rats for the urban environment. Fever, well, how much does it cost now? 18. Just too much, man. Just cannot keep de-evolving it all the time. Internal hemorrhaging. Just have to keep them now. There's no other way. Just have to keep them. I'm just going to give it full green light. Get all the freaking symptoms that you can and just hopefully we'll get the last country as soon as possible. Look at, I just got 70 freaking points just all of the sudden. What else do you want me to do, basically? There's nothing else that I can do. Get the coughing, maybe. Pneumonia will have to go. Okay, diarrhea is also good. So basically almost the entire world is infected. Except for Greenland. Freaking send a boat to Greenland. Come on. There you go. Finally. Jesus, you cannot believe how hard this was. Yeah, inflammation. Now we just scroll to victory. There's nothing else that they can do. There's nothing else that they can do at right this point. Okay, pneumonia is good. Because once it gets it, it's done. Oh, necrosis, that's just the complete knockout. Yeah, there we go. Now we just scroll to victory. There's nothing else that they can do. So yeah, this is the tactic for the Ebola. Maybe not the best tactic, but I just cannot figure out anything else. I just de-evolved all the symptoms. I'm not sure, basically, if they would have created a scenario like that, they might not allow you to de-evolve them, at which point it would have been, it would have just have to figure out a different tactic, but hell, I'm glad I managed to do it. So that's pretty much what you have to do. You just have to de-evolve the symptoms and get in transmissions. You are getting a lot of points. That's not the issue. The issue is just that you couldn't get to these island nations fast enough. But yeah, I finally managed to do it. So that's just another proof that Ebola cannot become a global pandemic. Just calm down. As bad as it seems, there's no way it can become, even with all the mutations in the world. So yeah, that's the victory. Oh my god, this took a way longer than expected, but hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And this has been Evolution 9. Hope you guys like this presentation of this evolution in Plague Inc. And I guess I'll see you next time with whatever game I want to make. So like, favorite, subscribe, and bye bye. But this should be the final one, and here we are with our small cabin. Whoa, I just knocked the door over. Well, this is the most poorly designed door I've ever seen.